Alright, take two. That's a much more logical approach to doing this. As I, with two hands free, I put the gimp leg in first, just kind of manhandled it and got it in there. And then it wasn't a big deal to put the normal leg in. But, yeah, this is, crappy work clothes that I'm wearing. This is kind of match my crappy freaking hip at this point, so I don't give a shit too much about too much of anything. Here's the thing, I'm no match for this. I should found easier power band. But this is what goes on. Like, actually, this ain't so bad. I can kind of hold my own. Oh, Jesus Christ, that really hurts. It's just hug. Yeah, that's not too bad because in the past it would just be like this. Maybe this isn't as hard as power band, but for sure I can't. Can't do that. Can't. Maybe this is a new exercise to work with, and maybe someday will come where even if I keep this like just stagnant and stuff, can I? It's not far I can go. Yeah, serious, ridiculous. But maybe that's something I'm gonna work on. And again, this is like just a shot in the dark. Maybe some people out there have this condition and they might have some ideas, because physical therapists don't seem to have jack. Like, I don't even know how rare this is. It's like, I knew someone had that, like, ALS. Terrible, terrible thing. You could figure out, like, what percentage of people have that. And this is, not much of anything to do with what I'm talking about, but if I were to search that on the internet, it won't give you a percentage. It's like, this is like this mystery thing. It'll just say like it can occur due to a collision. It won't give you a percentage. And what does that matter? Not that much, other than the fact that if I knew how rare this was, and says I wouldn't waste time and trying to go to some physical therapist. I just been abandoned pretty much by the medical industry. Either it's because they're uncertain of how to deal with it, or just, I don't know. The doctor that treated me first after my bike accident just screwed up, and now they don't want to take over where that moron left off. But anybody have ideas of how they, is this just something where you just slowly age and it's never gonna get any better? You're never gonna beat it per se. But maybe some people did, I heard a story about some guy that got injured in combat, and he would secretly exercise, I hate that word. He would work out in the middle of the night after the nurses and doctors left, and they said he would never walk again. Now, he doesn't have what I have, but Jesus, he got back enrolled in the military and did combat, so there's somebody to never walk again to do that. Wow. But who knows? But that's about it. One last chance. Sport, I used to say. Well,